Well, in this video, I want to teach you how to put this island or peninsula hood, also known as chimney hood. This one is from the company Braun. There are many kinds, and I hope you like it. Here we are with a new project, and in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an island or peninsula hood. This thing is an extracting fan with lighting and some other features that will help this peninsula here. I just covered it with plastic to make sure that a lot of the debris will not fall on the devices, on the fixtures, or the appliances. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a structure. We're going to try to set the foundation for a good support of the new hood. All right. So here are some very important things that normally are not shown there. First of all, just make sure that you go through the instructions. There are some parts that are not included on this type of fixture that you need to get, like the hose. This is a duct that will it's a flexible duct in this case and adjustable in height. This goes up to 8 feet. But what this is for is to actually connect the hood to the duct that is actually venting outside the house. Now, but it's very important to understand that the size of the outlet of the fan has to be smaller than the one or the same size of the one that is going outside. In other words, don't get that hose that is 6 inches in diameter and transform it into a 4 inches because it's not going to perform really well. In fact, for longer sections, in other words, whatever is heating over there, you have to transport the air so far. It's recommended actually to make the size a little bigger, right? But if you want to stick with the same size, it's fine. Now, very important, you're going to have a bracket. This bracket is going to be mounted, it's going to be supporting all your 30, 40, 50 pounds of weight. So this thing has to be supported really well because since you have a fan, you have an oscillation, therefore a little vibration, you don't want this thing falling on top of you, whoever is doing the work. There are some minimum heights. The minimum over here is about 30 inches. No lower than that because it's dangerous, it's hazardous. I mean, it's going to be in your way anyway if you're going to be working on it. And the maximum is about 36 inches on an 8 feet tall ceiling. Now, for longer ceilings, if you have a 13, 14, 15 or more, you may need to get some extra decorative sleeves, which are the ones that are covering and the flue pipe chimney-like finished piece that is going all the way up. So we're going to work with some electricity. Obviously, cut the electricity off whenever you're working on these areas, which is already done. And you're going to be doing some other stuff. You may need somebody to help you. But this is not it's not something out of the ordinary. You can actually do this if you follow these steps. And I'm going to try to guide you through this video. Okay, because I know what is the the step-by-step thing over here. For a while already, I've been installing these ones frequently. I know that if you install this duct work first, you're not going to have problem after you start putting all these brackets and all the anchors and all the angles. So this is what I suggest you. First of all, we have the duct that we already said. Aluminum tape. This tape is designed for duct work, for air conditioning, and it's really durable, strong. It will resist a lot more heat and other stuff better than regular duct tape. Normally it doesn't work. And also, what I do is I use these long head screws that has a drilling tip. And that one is good to penetrate the solid piping. So it's very good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna drill it, and then I'm gonna cover it with aluminum tape. And then after that, we're gonna put the bracket. Remember that the bracket has to be anchored really well to the structure. Be careful because if that thing falls, it's gonna fall on top of you. You're gonna lose a lot of money, especially in these appliances that are really expensive. Okay. Okay, now we're going to start with the bracket. See, the thing is nice and secure on the top. And we're going to start with the bracket. So I'm holding it, my helper is helping me over there. We already connected this with the proper wire connector. And I'm gonna proceed to actually put the special bolts. Now those screws come with a special tip, and it's not provided, but the screws themselves are fairly big, so you want to make sure that you match the drill bit that you're going to use for this thing, or the screwing bit to it, and straight to the support that you have already on the top. So that's how we continue. Okay, and now what we're doing is we are putting the support brackets. These angle brackets are properly come with 2 screws. They're actually provided by the manufacturing. So you want to do is you want to make sure that they are nice and aligned there, and you're going to put them all together accordingly. Now, what we're doing is we're installing the piece of a damper, so the air actually flows up and doesn't come back down. This thing comes with 4 screws that are made for this purpose, so make sure that you use the right ones. They actually come in the box, and that's it. Now this part is facing the front. It's installed accordingly, and we're gonna mount this thing on the ceiling. Okay, now we put the 4 other sets of angle brackets. Here's the situation. You may want to try to put it up about 36 inches high from the ceiling. I mean, from the bottom up, from the surface of the cooktop to the bottom part of the fan, but the exhaust fan. But the situation is that you need to leave a little bit of space. So the minimum over here is going to be about 32 inches because of the height, which is 8 feet in total. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you put the anchoring bolts or screws, they are higher than the body of the fan, so you have a space to put the other screws. Don't put them too low because they're going to be conflicting against the metal that is going to be placed over here in the proper screws. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to mount the fan over here. We're going to mount it correctly. We're going to put a cardboard box, then dismount this and level resting on the top of the cardboard box, obviously removing these screws so you can put the sleeves and you can put it back. This is due to the minimum height that we have over here, so it's a little uncomfortable. The instruction doesn't show that much of those things, but bottom line is that you need to make sure that everything is properly anchored, especially on the fan and here. All right, the unit is installed already. It's working properly. That's kind of the louder mode. But the thing is this. The instructions are not showing, especially the lower heights, like an 8 feet high ceiling, especially. There's a little more of complexity in that, and the reason is that because you have just a little bit of space to play with, you want to make sure that you have some support for the entire hood to be suspended as you connect. On the bottom, you connect the ductwork properly. So once you have that done, since the ductwork is flexible in that section, you wanna make sure that it's there. You definitely need one person to help you besides you. So you lift it up and then you connect all the anchoring bolts. Here we have the proper screws for the jackets to be connected. Then you can adjust it to the height. Now the film that you have here, the blue film, is actually a protective plastic for the stainless steel. Once you're sure that everything is working properly, you want to make sure that you take it out and that you clean whatever I would say finger marks you have on the stainless steel. Use the proper material. So I hope this helped you to understand how to install your appliance, in this case the Peninsula or Island hood. Very beautiful piece, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in other videos. Bye bye.